There's some other terms related to architecture that I'd like to mention for a minute, just so that if we come across them later, you know what I was intending. The first one is conceptual architecture. Obviously, the word conceptual connotes that it's vague or high level. The reason it's vague or high level is that it's often produced very early in the development process. In fact, before you may even have a complete idea of what the requirements are. Conceptual architectures are often produced as a way to begin the planning process, okay, by having an idea of what, at a very high level, the components and connectors are going to be. You can begin to block out what the teams might look like and how long it's going to take to produce the ultimate program. A pair of other terms to be aware of is the as-intended versus the as-built architecture. During the planning process, the architectural planning process, in which the architectural team decides on what the architecture is going to be and produces some documentation for that, the result is the as-intended architecture. However, during the course of actual construction of the program, something else may be built, and we'll call that the as-built architecture. There are several reasons why the as-built may not match ideally with the as-intended. It may be the case, for example, that during the course of refinement, the development team comes across an available component, whether it's open source or from another group, that can shortcut the development process by providing some needed functionality, but that additional piece may not match identically with what was intended in the architectural plan. This process by which the as-intended becomes the as-built is sometimes called architectural drift. And if it happens during software maintenance, that is after the program is released and the maintenance team then is dealing with bugs and enhancement suggestions, the term is sometimes called architectural erosion. This may arise because the maintenance team, under time pressure to get the fixes out to the customers, may not make the ideal fix that would be done if the original development were done in a way that was aware of this particular problem or enhancement, and perhaps also didn't go back and make the appropriate changes to the architectural documentation.